of the island of Cyprus. So we live in Paphos, which is in the west, and we are going to Protaras for the weekend. So my mum and stepdad are flying in to Larnaca Airport today, and we're going to pick them up from Larnaca Airport and keep driving along to the other side of the island and stay in Protaras. They're staying for a whole week, having a nice summer holiday or early summer holiday, and we are just staying for 2 nights because it's Bank Holiday Monday in the UK, so not working. We booked a hotel near Fig Tree Bay, which is a stunning beach we've been to once before. Can't wait to go back, and thought we'd just take you with us and show you what a weekend in Protaras looks like on holiday. Just pulled up to Larnaca Airport, about to go and meet my mum and stepdad as they come out. Very excited to see them. Just dropped mum and Les off at their hotel, and now we're driving to ours. We're staying at the Odessa, and we saw it on the way here. It looks very nice. The sun is not out, so we thought we'd be sort of on the beach all day every day this weekend, but we will see. This is a view from our hotel, so you can see the sea through there, but we are behind a sort of row of hotels, and you can see the sun's come out, which is really nice. So we've settled into our hotel. It's very nice, our view is nice, the blue skies are coming, which is a good sign for potentially being on the beach tomorrow. We're all dressed up and ready to go for some drinks and dinner. I'm not exactly sure where we're going to eat yet, but we'll let you know how it is. Good morning. It is a good morning. The sun is out. It is warm. It's hot. I could lie out in this. Last night was so much fun. Had a really good time with my mum and stepdad. We went for Mexican food. We had tequila shots, and then went for more drinks at a pub that we found on the sort of main Protaras strip. It's just a lot of fun. The forecast says there might be clouds again this afternoon, so we're going to make the most of the sun and the clear blue skies whilst we can, and go to the beach. We'll see what we get up to. Just finished up at our hotel breakfast. It was okay. They had like a fresh omelette station. That's always a nice
They're never
tip.
amazing, are they?
But no, they're never wonderful. It's all very canteeny and transactional.
Get your money's worth, i.e. not a lot.
No, exactly. But it was fine. We've had something to eat, which is good. And now we're just wandering down to the beach. This is a nice like pathway down with the branches. Yeah.
Oh, it's a gym.
We're just checking out this hotel next to ours because it looks so much nicer. It's lovely. I feel like you can tell the quality of a hotel by the sunbeds. Like the fact that they're wooden with like thick cushion. We'll stay there next time. Fig Tree Bay is like our favourite beach so far we found on in Cyprus. Look at that water, so clear. But it's still very cold. We've had a really nice day in Protaras. We spent most of it on the beach, caught a bit of sun, had a little nice walk up to Fig Tree Bay, which has just the most amazing clear blue water. Love it so much. It's actually the second time we've been to this side of the island and been on the beaches over here, and it's just as blue and crystal clear as I remember from the first time. And then we had a little bit of a light lunch at a place called Hippocampus on the main Protaras Avenue. Really nice lounge restaurant place, and I had bao buns and just getting dressed up and ready to go out this evening for some more drinks. I think we're meeting my mum at a bar called Cheers, but there's also a bar called Cartel Cocktails that looks really nice as well, so hopefully get to try some of those tonight. Yeah, it's been a really nice day. Cheers. Yammas. Morning. So we had a really good night out last night. We went to a bar called Cheers, and then we went to a restaurant called Marcello's, where the food was very nice. It was Italian. I think I had a risotto with saffron and pumpkin, and then like a lemon sorbet for dessert. Really nice food and good wine, and we just had a great time. This morning we've had our hotel breakfast, and now we're just going to go and meet Mum and Stepdad for a coffee at Coffee Island, which is a nice Greek coffee chain here in Cyprus, and we really like their coffee, so we're going to grab one from there, and then we're actually gonna head off. We thought we'd have a little adventure on the way back though, and go to a viewpoint of Famagusta, so go and look at the buffer zone and see what that's all about, because we haven't actually seen that yet. And then we're going to stop in Ayia Napa and check out the new marina and maybe get some lunch there before we then drive all the way back to Paphos and go home, unpack and see the cats again and whatnot. So that's the plan for the last day of our mini holiday. Okay, we had a really nice coffee at Coffee Island and said goodbye to my mum and stepdad as they continue their holiday here. And we're back in the car and heading to a village called, what's it called? Deryneia. And it's meant to have a nice viewpoint over the buffer zone between the Cyprus side of Cyprus, the Greek side of Cyprus, and the occupied north, and then you can sort of look over into Famagusta. We thought whilst we were on this side of the island, let's go and check out what Famagusta looks like. Then we're going to head to Ayia Napa. So we're off. Had a great time in Protaras, feeling sun-kissed and a bit exhausted, so feeling like we've had a really good holiday. So from here is the buffer zone, so it's a military space. What do they call it? Military zone. And you're not allowed in there, basically. And there are official crossing points where you can cross into the Turkish side, the occupied side, with your passport and whatnot. But here is not an official crossing zone. Here is just don't come through here, basically. and what we're looking at there on the other side where the coast is Famagusta, which was a really popular tourist destination, a bit like Ayia Napa or Protaras is now, but it was completely evacuated when the Turkish came in to the island. It's quite amazing. We're up on the viewpoint, and the guy downstairs, we've got some drinks, so just some lemonades, and so he gave us the binoculars and telescope just to have a look. And I mean, you can see behind me, kind of, looking through the binoculars, it just looks like a ghost town. Like, there's small buildings between here and there, and then along the coast all these massive hotels, and there's like a crane, but which I assume is not operable now, or don't know, they might be just starting to rebuild some stuff, but there's some hotels out there that are just grey and incomplete, or just been completely abandoned. So yeah, we're having a quick look through the telescope and binoculars, have a closer look. So I found out from the guy downstairs that it was actually 1974 that everyone was evacuated from Famagusta and from other places in the north of Cyprus and pushed into the south of Cyprus. So there are, you know, people's grandparents and parents alive now living in the south of Cyprus, in the Greek side, who were evacuated from Famagusta. It's quite a recent memory for them. It's not sort of ancient history, so it's just really fascinating to come and see it for ourselves. Spotted through the binoculars that over there's a building, a white building with UN written on it, and that must just be where whoever from the UN is responsible that day for keeping an eye on the military zone. That must be where they stay. But interesting that they've like labelled it UN on that building so that people know that that's where they're staying, I assume, because it's the United Nations that keep the peace, essentially. The United Nations send people from various countries to come and just keep an eye on the military zone, make sure that conflict doesn't come back. So you probably might not be able to see behind me because it's so far away, but you can see beyond this coastline that we're looking at, that's where the panhandle of the island sort of sticks out, and you can see it sort of wrapping around almost, and as it's clearing up and getting less and less hazy, you can see like the buildings on the other side as well. And at some point we really want to do a road trip over there and sort of go to the end of the panhandle if we can, because the land just gets narrower and narrower, and apparently the beaches over there are amazing, but it'll also just be really interesting to see. Immediately impressed with the Ayia Napa Marina. This is so nice. Really modern. Can't get over how blue that water is. Stunning. We stopped at the Ayia Napa Marina because it was like finished last year and we haven't been here before, and we're just so impressed. Like, it's really modern and lovely. You can tell it's quite new because a lot of the restaurants aren't open yet, but
Frame of the building there, doesn't it?
yeah, they haven't quite finished it yet, but there are boats already moored. There's some houses over there, right on the water. It's gorgeous. There's so many spaces where all the boats will be moored. I can imagine it'll fill up in no time. This place is amazing. It's smaller than the Yammas Marina, but very, very nice. No, and then they've got the houses along the water there as well for just pitch up your boat and live in one of them. Can't believe how blue the water is. It's insane. I think we're going to stop and try and find something to eat. We're both getting a bit hungry, so we're going to find something to have for lunch.
Sounds like ice cream.